being someone into theology and apologetics, have you found it like, how do you handle? Because I know you're going to get way more negative comments than I have. I've actually scrolled your comments and saw some of the stuff. How do you deal with that, especially when it gets real personal and people just are emotionally triggered? Like, how do you navigate the waters of trying to actually have a conversation or dialogue or point something out like we did with Kurt, and also being able to go throw on a Kurt Franklin song when you leave here and people mistaking it for thinking that you hate Kirk or something? So like, how do you navigate those waters in apologetics?
Well, I have people like, usually when I get a lot of negative feedback, I go to people who I know will tell me the truth and who are mature. Like, hey, did I say this okay? Could I have said something different? And if they say, no, girl, you said it, that's pretty much it. Like, that's fine. I'm like, okay, so I do that. And then when I'm going through the comments, I've learned to, if it's really negative and there's nothing, no good thing can come from me reading the rest of that paragraph, I'm just going to keep scrolling. I'll heart the ones that I like. I'm like, okay, this is good. Some people are liking it. Not that it's about the likes or the dislikes, but hey, I encourage myself with the thank you guys who like my comments and leave me positive comments. And then I also have to remember that people aren't rejecting me. They're rejecting Jesus. And it was so comforting to read that scripture for me a few weeks ago. He said, don't be offended when they reject you, because it's not about you. They rejected me, and so they're going to reject you, but it's not about you. It's about they don't like who I am, but we're still called to love them. So the Lord is dealing with me, really praying for these folks, because I know a lot of them are triggered because something I said bothered them. And sometimes being bothered at the truth can be the thing you need to get you to the other side, right? Like, we're talking about the other side, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To get you first, like, okay, how can I prove Miss Titus wrong? I would love for them to prove me wrong. Do some research. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
doing
that.
a video on something. Prove me wrong. I would love for you to prove me wrong, and then stumble on 10 other apologist YouTube pages. So I said all that to say I try not to read too many negative comments. Some people I will engage with, because if I feel like this is something I can actually help with, or sometimes you can kind of tell in the comments somebody really just doesn't know. Okay, maybe I might talk to that person, but if I know that somebody's just arguing, I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing this with you today. But
Right.
it's tough. And lastly on that, I will say I have to remember that all over the world, there are Christians who are losing their lives, their jobs. They're having to give up even their own rights to their body, especially women, right? Because Christians are some of the most persecuted people, raped, imprisoned, all these things. If they can do all of that, I can take a few negative comments, right?
I feel that. Ashley May, what's up? She say emotionally triggered. Yes, that is facts. And Ashley, there's Ashley giving you some love right there. Thanks, Ashley. We ain't got no negativity up in here.